Currently on 10, there's still shock in Portsmouth after neighbors say a man with a hammer busted into a Churchland home. Tonight, they say that suspect is off the streets, all thanks to an alert neighbor.
Well, Liz, that neighbor tells me he was outside talking on his cell phone when he heard loud noises coming from his neighbor's home. He says he went to check things out, never imagining how this would all come to an end.
That's something terrible happened on Christmas Eve in the morning.
The repairs are well underway at this Churchland home after neighbors say an unwelcome guest forced his way inside around 1 o'clock Thursday morning.
I heard some loud beating and banging, so I went to investigate, and I was standing in the yard over there, and I was looking, I was like, hey, hey, and all the noise stopped.
But when the noise started back up, neighbor Buddy Bell became even more suspicious.
My dad, he come out the house like a minute later. He's like, did you hear that? I was like, yeah, I heard that. I think somebody's breaking in that house right there.
78-year-old Elfrida Reeves, along with her son and grandson, were sleeping inside.
And then it got louder and louder. And so I got on the phone with the police.
In just a few minutes, she says the suspect used 2 hammers to knock down 3 locked doors. He ended up in the kitchen, she says, before her 16-year-old grandson scared him off.
Well, the guy throws the hammers completely through the picture window and dives out head first.
A 5-foot drop into the front yard, but the bloody suspect couldn't get away before Bell wrestled him to the ground.
So I tackle him, me and him start getting to fighting, and then the man grabs me by the throat. So I just, I start beating on him until the police arrive.
Portsmouth police showed up with guns drawn around 1:15, he says, and took the man, still crying, into custody.
He was like, man, I'm just trying to live. I'm living this life. I'm just trying to survive. And one of the cops was like, well, you're lucky to survive this incident.
The homeowner says she feels the same way, thankful for her neighbor, but even more thankful to be alive.
I don't even want to think about it anymore. This was just terrifying for me.
And online records indicate the suspect is now facing burglary and assault and battery charges. I'm Joe Fisher, 10 on your side.